Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you watch this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. So, dear viewers, it seems what William Ruto said a day before yesterday when he talked about the incompetency of his cabinet ministers and even talked about the need to adhere to the performance contract, it seems all those were indications that there was something absolutely wrong within his government. And this has been proved by the latest remarks from cabinet secretaries. One cabinet secretary making statements that are supposed to be made by another cabinet secretary. Another cabinet secretary reacted to a remark that is supposed to be made by another cabinet secretary. So we have seen these things back and forth comments. And all these are pointing to one serious problem, that the cabinet is indeed probably incompetent. I have a couple of statements, ladies and gentlemen, that I'd like us to go through, but I will start by reading to you a tweet from Robert Raila. And this is in regards to the issue of WorldCoin. You know what's going on in Nairobi, whereby people's eyeballs were being scanned, and then there was the issue of Data Privacy Act, whether it was being adhered to. And then we saw CS OWALLO make a statement in support of that exercise. And then we also saw CS Kindiki make another statement that was not in support of that exercise, and that whatever CS Kindiki said was actually reacted to what CS OWALLO said. So all these things. And also last week we saw the issue of Nakumicha, the CS for Health, make a statement that was like firing or rather transferring as an OCS from a particular polling station, a role which is not supposed to be hers. It's a role that is, according to Constitution, supposed to be on Kindiki's docket. But then she made that. So we have seen these things all left and right. So I want us to go through a couple of tweets here, and there's a couple of messages, and then we shall get to understand, to talk about one or two things. So first, Robert Raila makes a statement and says, because OWALLO doesn't understand data privacy dynamics, he sees it right that as long as people go there willingly, it is okay. He doesn't understand that the ignorance of the poor and disparate can be exploited. And then he goes further and says, remove OWALLO from ICT if he must be CS. And then down here, there is a statement from OWALLO, first of all, in support of that excess of WorldCoin. When OWALLO said, WorldCoin is not breaking any law. They are getting the data voluntarily from Kenyans. Okay? And then CS Kindiki went further and said, reacted the same and said, government suspends registration of WorldCoin that involves scanning of eyeballs. CS Kindiki says, investigations on to establish legality of the exercise and data concerns. You see, that is a docket that is supposed to fall under CS OWALLO, but CS Kindiki has decided to counter what OWALLO said previously. So that's what we were saying, that Huyu CS and Angelia affairs are Huyu CS. Okay. Let's just continue. And then Gabriel Ogunda also shared his own perspective on this issue of the cabinet secretaries. Breaking news, just when the whole nation was waiting for Susan Nakumicha to say something about WorldCoin at Matisi Corner, Foreign Affairs CS Alfred Mutua has gone fast, releasing a statement supporting Kithure Kindiki and throwing CS OWALLO under the bus. Bwana, if these guys fire our only CS for Assemble Home Affairs, we will force Baba to return maandamano okwabiye. So that's what Gabriel Ogunda said. What Gabriel Ogunda is trying to say is simple. He's saying that Alfred Mutua, who is the CS for Foreign Affairs, responded to the issue of WorldCoin and agreed with CS Kithure Kindiki and attempted to distance himself from what CS OWALLO said. So in a nutshell, I could tell from this that CS OWALLO ameachwa matani, put here under the bus, so what people say, put under the bus. So CS Owallo hapa kimemramba. I'm telling you, there is confusion in this government. And I think that's what William Ruto saw, that he has a team of incompetent people. What if he's planning to fire half of the cabinet? Or probably reshuffle? I am seeing a scenario by now, people will be reshuffled. And Moses Kuria is one of those people who will be reshuffled. So there is also a statement from Alice Wahome, the CS Alice Wahome, for I think water and irrigation. Water CS Alice Wahome has stated that it is becoming increasingly hard to deliver on President William Ruto's promise to build 100 mega dams across the country. That is a CS who is saying so. What do you make by that statement? It is increasingly becoming hard to deliver the 100 mega dams. Are we foreseeing a scenario where Alice Wahome is telling us that William Ruto alitudanganya? I want to talk about that statement because I have it in another analysis. So we will talk about it in another analysis. But let's just focus on the issue here. The issue here is the total confusion. Are we seeing a scenario where Owallo ametengwa? Is it true that Owallo ametengwa? I mean, if you look at these statements, look at them carefully. Are we seeing that Mount Kenya na Eastern hawa mawaziri wa huku wanajaribu kutenga wale mawaziri wa Western na Nyanza? Are we seeing that scenario? What is the picture that is being painted in all this issue, this drama? You remember the statement by William Ruto when he said this?
I don't know whether it is because these performance contracts have been going on for 20 years that many people maybe mistakenly think that it is a ritual. And that is why people resort to the old incompetent excuses that there was traffic for them not to be in a public, the most important public function. We have a job because we have a contract. If you cannot keep time with your employer, you have basically dismissed yourself. I mean, it's just as simple as that.
You also remember the statement from Susan Nakumicha, the health CS, when he decided to invade CS Kithuri's docket and make these statements.
Tunafanya kitu kinaitwa one government approach. Haihitaji Kindiki kuwa hapa kumtransfer OCS ambayo yuko hapa. Mimi ni waziri katika serikali ya William Samoei Ruto. Nikisimama hapa ninawakilisha rais wa nchi ya Kenya. Kwa hivyo ya maneno ya OCS, niko hapa na ninatoa amri. County commandant kama yuko hapa na ananisikiza, na kama hako mahali pengine habari mfikie. Waziri amesema kufikia kesho jioni OCS wa Matisi yakuwa ameondoka.
Where does that leave the cabinet of William Samoei Ruto? Nakumicha says that they are serving one cabinet na anaweza ingilia kazi ya mwenzake. OCS atolewe. Okay? CS Owallo okays the issue of world going, saying that people are going there voluntarily, but probably some people are saying that he doesn't understand the Data Protection Act. Maybe that's right, maybe that's not right, but that is one thing that has been shared online. Kithure Kindiki decides to invade that docket and says data protection and the like not there too and the like. You see, so that means Kithure anaingilia kazi ya Owallo. Foreign Affairs Minister Alfred Mutua again okays what Kithure amesema, kwamba Kithure amesema ukweli. So he okays it and literally tried to say Owallo hajui kazi yake. Are we seeing a scenario where Owallo either atafutwa ama Owallo ametengwa ama Owallo hajui kazi yake? What are we seeing? Or is it that now William Ruto is not interested in Owallo anymore because now the issue Obasanjo talk inaleta ile, inakwenda kupunguza ile pressure ambayo angekuwa ingetokea from Nyanza, now that there is no need for OWALLO. Are we seeing, what are we seeing here? What is the picture that is being painted in this old drama? What do you make of all this? I want you to take your time, just one, or probably 1 or 2 seconds. Just tell me a few words, 2 to 3 words, 4 words there. Just tell me, do you think either William Ruto is attempting to fire OWALLO, ama OWALLO ametengwa, ama OWALLO ajui kazi yake? So what are we seeing? Ametengwa, anaachwa, ametengwa, anafutwa kazi, ama ajui kazi yake? Tell me below the comment section, because we find something pretty strange with all these things. I want to tell you again that William Ruto said kuna CS hawajui kazi yao. The people who were locked from that meeting was one of them, Moses Kuria and Kindiki. They were locked from that meeting because walikuja kuchelewa. And then William Ruto said they will have to apologize in writing, and they should not state whether ati magari ama nini. They should give reasons ambazo ziko valid. That is a thing that William Ruto expects from these people. So what are we seeing, ladies and gentlemen? Are we seeing either of the three? Tell me below the comment section. Unajua, kusema ukweli, William Ruto alimchagua OWALLO kuneutralize Nyanza. Hiyo ndio ukweli wa mambo. OWALLO kazi yake ilikuwa ni kuneutralize Nyanza, ile pressure isiende juu sana. Lakini OWALLO imeonekana kwamba hawezi. That's why you find that hule wakati wa maandamano, OWALLO goes to Meru and preaches peace, watu wasiandamane. But in his own backyard, watu wanaandamana. I mean, all these things are pointing to something that I suspect, the incompetency kind of thing. I suspect that is what is being aired. Or is it that William Ruto is going to fire half of the CSS so that he can accommodate Azimio CSS there? I mean, what is this game plan? I think there is something that is going to happen. And that explains why there is this circular that's going on that William Ruto, the team of William Ruto State House, wamealika journalists, media, waje pale for a press from William Ruto. I mean, there is something that is going to happen. I think something is going to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to raise my case there, but just like I'm maintaining and I maintained, something is going to happen. And this thing that is going to happen will cost some people. Let's just give it it's just a matter of time. Let's give it time before that happens. And until that time, as you give me your comment below the comment section, I also want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel. Give this video a like. If you give this video a like, it gets shared. Stay safe, stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.